Hello everybody and welcome back to Dark Matter. Before we begin, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. With that out of the way, today we're going to be playing Scenario 2, Electric Nightmare. We did pretty well in Scenario 1. Amina was having a little bit of trouble dealing damage, but I think hopefully this should be better. We'll see. Let's get right into it. So let's start by drawing our opening hands. So Amina is going to draw Shriveling, Word of Woe, String of Curses, Explosive Word, and Power Word. Okay, we're going to keep Power Word. I think we're going to keep Shriveling. We don't need to keep Word of Woe, I think. String of Curses, not very good right now. Explosive Word, maybe, yeah. Yeah. And we'll get two more. An Eldritch Initiation. And David Renfield. Okay, okay. Those are definitely some cards. As for Vincent, Vincent is going to get Runic Axe, the Archive of Conduits, Shortcuts, Gardug, and Grim Memoir. Wow. Wow. That's an opening hand. Well, we're gonna keep the Archive for sure. We keep the Grim Memoir for sure. I think we toss the rest. Yeah. Maglass Certificate, Inquiring Mind, amazing. That's an amazing opening hand for us. Ready to investigate like a madman. All right, let's go to the story then. Scenario 2, Electric Nightmare. You struggle to follow the pace of the little girl as she steps and hops towards the small town. My name is Maya. My directive is to store and manage the information archives on the ship. She hastily explains that a few of her classmates and her were kidnapped from their school by the bad people on January 16, 2045. Their brains were surgically removed and preserved in a special experimental machine that eventually became the powerful supercomputer operating the Tatterdemalion K2 PS187. As you walk through the town, it becomes clear that something horrible has happened here. Everything appears to be in disarray, as if a riot had recently passed through. Freshly painted yellow graffiti depicting strange symbols and hieroglyphs can be seen. Everywhere are spatters of blood, spent shell casings, and pale-faced masks. There are no bodies, but you can hear the sound of distant screams, gunshots, and sirens coming from beyond the streets. Nearby is an overturned police car and a black box truck lying on its side. Huge claw marks have torn into the metal of the truck, and its rear doors hang open. As you walk past, a radio from within crackles and sputters, then blares. Hello, Unit 12. Unit 12, is that you? Please respond. Maya clarifies that this virtual environment that represents K2 PS187's dreams takes the form of the day they got captured, the day the entire world ended. What could possibly have happened on Earth in the distant future, or rather, the distant past? You finally arrive outside of the large brick building. Maya halts and gestures towards it. This is where my friends are hiding. The bad people made us translate a scary story and make a movie for them. We didn't want to read it, but they made us. A few days later, Annie, the universal translator, Maya struggles to utter the words. There is a desperate fear in her eyes. You won't believe me, but I swear, it was the boogeyman. I saw the boogeyman eat her. I ran away and searched the archives to see if anyone could help. After a long time, I finally found someone and called out to them. That's when you woke up. Now that you're inside our system, you can save us. Before you is a path leading to the pair of double doors, above which are the words Public School 187. Underneath, someone has written Hastur Rises in yellow spray paint. An inhuman howl echoes through the halls inside the school, followed by children screaming in terror. Check the campaign log. Each investigator with 3 or fewer memories must read desynchronization. Amina has 4 and Vincent has 5, so we're good. So we proceed to set up. Gather all cards from the following counter sets: Electric Nightmare, End Times, Dark Past, and Dark Past. And then we also need the Boogeyman. So we have Electric Nightmare over here. We have the Boogeyman, which I won't show because there's a little bit of a spoiler. We have we have end times, and we have dark past. And we set aside the boogeyman encounter set. Okay. Randomly select one version of Act 1, Public School 187, to put into play. Remove the other two versions from the game. Okay, so let's do that. Act 1. Act 1, 1, 1. Okay. So I believe... Yeah. So I can get my dice. I'll be right back. All right, so I have my D6 right here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, so the last one. We're going to use that and then remove the rest from the game. Okay, put the school grounds location into play. Each investigator begins play at the school grounds. Attach the Maya story asset to school grounds. Set those cards out of play. Check your campaign log. If an investigator has been infected by the cybervirus, Vincent has, then we must search this collection for the cybervirus and begin the scenario with it in hand. So here it is. Shuffle the remaining encounter cards, and then some additional rules and clarifications. Locations in the virtual dreamlands. During this scenario, locations will be arranged in schematics, depicted by their icons. Locations are adjacent orthogonally, left, right, above, and below, and are not adjacent diagonally. Switching locations. Throughout this scenario, you may be instructed to switch two locations with each other. When a location is switched with another location, they take each other's place in the arrangement. All tokens, attachments, investigators, enemies, and other cards at each location remain on the same location. They have moved with the location. Only arrangement and the connections have changed. And then there's some examples, and we already know, or actually, I guess I should read swarming. Nah, it's okay. I'll skip swarming. I'm going to assume that you know what swarming is. It's a thing from the Dream Eaters. It's fine. Okay, so let's start setting this up. Bringing me out here. Okay, so we have our scenario reference card for agendas, and that was Act 1. Maya. So we need to set Alma, David, Tilda, Wilda, these cards. Okay, it's over here. And then we need to find the undefined rooms, set them aside. And then we put, what are we doing? Set each copy of undefined room out of play as well as the entrance hall. A shimmer in the wall. Yeah. And put the school grounds location into play. And we begin there. Okay, I think everything else is ready to go though. Yep. And then, yeah, we're ready to go. So I'm gonna go finish setup. And we are now ready to begin. All right, so let's look at our agenda. Figment of your imagination. K2 PS187's virtual dreamscape is strikingly realistic. You feel the tingle of each hair and smell the worms in the ground below you. All sensations are amplified by the direct stimulation of the sensoromotor cortex. Sensorimotor, that's right. In this world, it is difficult to distinguish between the simulated and the hallucinated. Each location is connected to each location adjacent to it. Our act is Public School 187 version 3. You approach the virtual school and pull open the double doors, only to reveal a solid brick wall behind it. The simulation appears to have been tinkered with. You will need to find another way inside. Locations cannot be switched with each other. Objective: after an investigator reveals the entrance hall, immediately advance. We're playing on standard difficulty. We have 2 skulls, which are on -X. X is half of your memories, rounded down. Whoa, that's a lot. We have 2 cultists, -2. If you fail and you have a hidden card in your hand, take a horror. And we have 1 tablet. Reveal another token, double that token's modifier. Jesus. And of course, we're beginning in the school grounds. The decrepit and abandoned school grounds are eerily quiet. Scattered around the buildings are dropped books, lunch boxes, and tattered backpacks. 1 shroud, 2 per clues. While investigating this location, it gains +1 shroud for each of your clues. Free trigger. If there are no clues on school grounds, put the set aside shimmer in the wall location directly into play directly above school grounds. Victory 1. School is out. Maya is attached to this location, and she says she's the information archives. Free trigger. Choose and discard 3 cards from your hand. Disengage from each enemy engaged with you and move to any connecting location. Investigators at any location may trigger this ability. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Not that one. I always do the too long thing. Okay. Let's start with Vincent. Yeah. So Vincent's going to play an Archive of Conduits. That costs 4. Comes with 4 ley lines. We're not going to heal ourselves just yet, but we'll be ready. Let's also fast out this Mag Glass. And investigate. We are 5-1. +1, we get a clue. Let's do it again. We're now 5-2. -1. So we get both clues. Okay, as for Amina, I think you're going to start with an Eldritch Initiation. So she draws 2. Dowsing Rod. Ceremonial Sigil. That is honestly one of the best draws of that I've ever seen. We're going to play Dowsing Rod, but make it discount it by 3 by adding a Doom to it. And we're going to investigate and choose the second one. So we're going to investigate with our book. We're going to go 4-1. Elder Sign. You may move all Doom from a card at your location to another card at your location. No need. You get a clue though. Alright. That is our turn. Let's go to Upkeep. Amina will draw Deafening Silence. Oh god. My hubris. Move 1 Doom from an asset you control to the current agenda. Alright, well, I mean, it's not the worst. Bound to have it eventually. Gain a resource. Vincent will draw Bonesaw. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so there's a total of 2 out of 4 Doom. Amina will draw Duplication. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until 2 virtual encounter cards are discarded. Choose and draw one of the discarded virtual encounter cards. If it is a treachery, resolve its revelation effect an additional time. If it is an enemy, place this card under it as a swarm enemy. Okay, so we're looking for virtual. Nope. Yes. Nope. Nope. Virtual. Nope. 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 Oh my god. Virtual. No. Come on. Virtual. Okay. It says draw it. Okay. Well, I will draw a glitch in the system. This is discarded. And then this is a swarm card. And it spawns at any empty location. There are none. So they get discarded. Yay! Good job. I think that's how it works, right? It doesn't say to put it engaged with you. Spawn, like, it just says draw it. So yeah, it just whiffs. Alright, as for Vincent, duplication again. Okay, let me get this deck over here. Make it simpler. No. Yes. No. 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 Yes. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, these are discarded, and then we choose one of these. Or we do this, and it has, oh my god, 10 health? Jesus. That's a lot. I think we have to discard it. It's a victory enemy. 10 health. We cannot deal with that. It doesn't have elite, though. We could just try and deal with it now. But 10 health is disgusting. I think we have to discard this one. Okay, and then we resolve Decoherence twice. Okay, so we have 5 memories, so this is a foot 1. So we're testing 1-1. minus x. X is half your memories. We fail. So we'll lose 2 resources, so just this 1 resource. Then we resolve it again. Yeah, we can fail this. 1 to 1. Yeah, so we'll take 2 core. Okay, so that was the encounter deck phase. Okay, well, I think Amina will investigate using Thousand Garage. So we're 4 to 2. +1, we get a clue. We're going to use his ability to put the shimmer in the wall into play directly above. And then someone needs to use Maya to get it up there. Who will it be? Maybe Vincent? 3 cards, huh? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that sucks. Amina could draw. Yeah, Amina's second action will be to draw. Word of Woe. Okay. 1 more card. We're going to draw 1 more. Word of Protection. And then we'll use Maya to discard 3 cards. We're going to discard Word of Woe. Shriveling. And this ward? Yeah, I guess so. Jesus Christ. We're going to move to any connecting location. Boop. There is a digital fissure between the simulated walls of the school. Perhaps Maya can regenerate your virtual avatar through the breach. 2 Shroud, 2 per clues. Reaction. After entrance hall is switched with another location, if you're at entrance hall, draw a card and gain a resource. Group limit once per round. Desks and chairs float around the entrance. The simulation has been corrupted. And of course, we will advance. Okay. Scrambled minds. It doesn't take long for you to realize that something is horribly wrong. The interior is tangled in an impossible maze of hallways, spurting off into every direction. The school's simulation has been completely corrupted. It will be impossible to find the children without first restoring the layout, 1 segment of code at a time. Put the set-aside undefined room locations into play in the area around the entrance hall according to the following schematics icons. Okay, so this is the squiggle. So square is here, circle here, triangle here, moon here, plus here. Okay. And our new act, Psychoanalysis. The layout of the building has been scrambled into an impossible labyrinth. You will first need to restore the school to its former self before finding the children. Spend 1 per investigator clues as a group. Switch to adjacent locations with each other. Objective. At the end of the round, if the configuration of school locations correspond to the following schematic, advance. Okay, so we need circle up here, square here, triangle here, plus here, and moon here. Okay, so if we switch these 2, then we switch these 2, then we switch these 2, these 2. Will that work? No, it's these, 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 these. Yes, that's it. I think. So we're gonna need a lot of clues. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was Amina's turn. Vincent is gonna move to the entrance hall and start getting some clues, I think. Yeah. So let's just investigate. We're 5 to 2 twice. Oh, -4, we failed. Okay. 0. We get a clue. Okay, let's go to upkeep. Amina will draw a string of curses, gaining a resource. Vincent will draw emergency aid, and we'll get a resource. We are a total of 3 out of 4 doom. Amina will draw digital corrosion, revelation test X, willpower X. X is the shroud value location, so willpower 2. For each point you fail by, discard a card from your play area and or from your hand. Okay, we are 3 to 2 then. -3. So we fail by 2. So discard 2 cards, basically. Okay. We'll discard the string of curses. And I guess David. Oh, Jesus. That's sad. Vincent's card. Grim Future. Put it into any investigator's threat area. Force, when the act or agenda advances, take a damage in a horror. Test 3 agility. If you succeed, discard it. We'll give that to Amina. Okay. Amina, you're going to play a ceremonial sickle, discounting its cost by 3 and putting a doom on it. Then we're going to move. Actually, no, we can just start investigating along. Because, yeah, we can just start to accelerate with that. So we'll use the dowsing rod. And we're going to exhaust it to be able to move after this. So we're investigating at a 4 to a 2. We put a doom on this. Tablet, so reveal another one and double its modifier. Auto fail, so it didn't matter. Okay, we fail and then... Oh, sorry, so we actually had to move before we did that. So we're going to move, or we would move over here, for example. Okay. So we were technically investigating there. Okay. Amina, sickle, investigate, draw a card. Shriveling, okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Vincent. Let's just keep investigating. I think. Yeah. Don't get the last clue, though. Okay. -2, so we still get a clue. Let's do it again. Zero. We have currently... Yeah, okay. Don't want to get the last clue because that'll spawn the cyber virus from his hand. So we can ley line ourselves. Yeah, let's put the ley line on ourselves. I'll put this in the thick of it because that's kind of confusing. And then we're going to choose ourselves. So that investigator draws a card and heal a damage. So draw a card. Look what I found. Heal a damage. And that gives us an on the mend. Okay, let's go to upkeep. Amina will draw Arkham Initiate. Vincent will draw Runic Axe. Gain a resource. I need to check his hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to get rid of something. Probably this Inquiring Mind, I think, at this point. Yeah. And we do advance. So when the agenda advances, Grim Future will trigger. So she will take a damage and a horror. Sorry. Damage, horror. And then she tests foot 3. She is 3 all. Skull is -2, so yeah, she fails. And we advance. Night Terror. You hear a giggling laughter that echoes through the virtual landscape. Footsteps shuffle from somewhere nearby, growing steadily louder. A nightmarish fiend creeps out of the shadows, standing 7 feet tall, with a white, painted face, red ringed eyes, and unnatural yellow curly hair. The thing almost looks like a clown. But no real clown would ever visit the tattered, moldy, yellow and black costume it's garbled in. No clown's eyes would ever be filled with such crazed menace. It smiles unnaturally wide, showing row upon row of sharp, triangular teeth. Upon its head is an old-fashioned doctor's round reflector. Around its neck hangs a stethoscope. It raises its fingers, and you can see that each finger ends in a long, old-fashioned hypodermic needle. This can only be every child's worst nightmare, and you instantly, almost instinctively, know what this creature must be. This is the Boogeyman. If it is Act 1, no. If it is Act 2, spawn to set aside the Boogeyman enemy at the entrance hall, exhausted. Oh god. Okay. Come on. Exhausted. Regardless of the current act, shuffle to set aside the Boogeyman encounter set into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. This set is indicated by the following icons. Okay. And then we have a new agenda, which is our final agenda. It. Ha ha ha! Don't you want to play with me? Force, at the start of the enemy phase, if the Boogeyman is at the same location as an avatar story asset, place a doom on that story asset. And by the way, the Boogeyman says, fights, health, evade, virtual monster elites, massive hunter, cannot be attacked, damaged, or evaded. A combination of many of the children's greatest fears, the Boogeyman fills the virtual dreamlands with sinister laughter. Whew, okay. So let's hope we don't draw something nasty right away, because Vincent needs to get out of there. The Boogeyman is exhausted, though. Okay, Amina's card is Reminiscence Secrets. So this is like the Reminiscence Pledge, but it's with discovering the last clue on the location. No, it's just any amount of clues. Vincent will draw Haunting Past. So he has 5 memories. Jesus Christ. We're going to commit this on the mend, I think. Yeah, go 5 to 5. Maybe I should have kept that inquiring mind. -2. Okay, we fail. Search the encounter deck for the topmost hidden card and draw it. Hidden. So he has Reminiscence Covenant. Oh, that's with evading an enemy. That's not going to happen. I guess we're just adding another tablet to the back. That's just what's happening. Okay. How do we do this? How many clues do we need again? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah. Currently you have 1, 2, 3. We need one more clue. Literally one more clue. Okay. Let's do it. So we're going to move here, Vincent. Then we're going to investigate. We are 5 to 3. Yep. 5 to 3. -2. We get a clue. Okay, so I think we can do this. So if we do spend 2 from Amina, we swap these 2. Then we spend 2 from Vincent. We swap these 2. Then we spend 2 from Vincent. We swap these 2. Oh, so we actually need 2 more. Oops. 2 from Vincent. To swap these 2. And then we need 2 more. Yeah. That's okay, though. We can investigate again. 5 to 3. Skull is half memories rounded down. So 5 divided by half is 2 rounded down. So we pass. Dang it. It would have been better if we rounded up. Okay, we got a clue. Okay, Amina, you can get this clue too, I think. Yeah. So we're going to dowsing rod. We're going to choose the second one. Or we use the doom to do stuff. I don't think there's a reason to move, so let's just investigate. We're 4 to 3. -1, we get a clue. All right, and we can use those to do the thing. Swap these 2. Okay, that looks right. Plus circle, square, triangle, moon. All right, we did it. Just a bad dream. When the school's simulation has finally been restored, a choir of children's voices cry out, insane with terror, from the school's intercom system. What did you do? We scrambled the school so the boogeyman couldn't find us. It's coming to eat us. You realize now that the corruption of the school and the boogeyman itself was not an outside influence. They are the manifestations of the children's insanity, the personifications of their fears. What could have driven them to the edge of sanity? Regardless, if you can convince them that the monster stems from their own simulated imagination, perhaps you can save them before they are completely consumed by the terror. If the boogeyman is not in play, he is. Reveal all unrevealed locations. Boop, boop, boop. And we need to put clues, so let me quickly do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Randomly attach a set-aside avatar story asset to classrooms K2, library, gymnasium, and the biology lab. Okay. 1 to each location. Right. So let's just get my T4. So this one's going to be for classroom K2. 4. So this one's here. And then library. Go on. 1. And then odd and even for the gymnasium. 2. So even is this one, and then the other one is biology lab. Okay. If the boogeyman is at a location with an avatar story asset, attach that avatar story asset to the cafeteria. Okay, so we're good there. Whew. Okay. Final act. Facing your fears. You must help the children overcome their nightmare before they are consumed by it. Now that you are familiar with the architecture of the school, perhaps you can modify it to your advantage. Free troopers spend 1 per clues as a group. Switch 2 adjacent locations with each other. Objective, save as many children as you can. If the boogeyman is defeated, advance. I think that was Amina's second action. Right? No, that was her first action. Because she just investigated. Okay. Above or below? So they all say above or below. So we need 2 clues in order to actually get them above or below someone. We're at a book location. That's good. The only bad one is going to be the foot one. So that's going to be rough. But we'll have to make 2. Let's see. I think our second action is going to be to play this Arcane Initiate, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to use her to look for a spell. Nothing to find. There was 2 Holy Rosaries and an Eldritch Initiation. . I think her last action will be to investigate again with the dowsing rod. So she is 4 to 3. Ooh, Elder Sign. No doom to move, so we get a clue. Okay. Let's go to enemy phase. Nothing happens. Upkeep. The boogeyman is going to ready, and then we're going to go to upkeep for us. So Amina is going to draw a Moonlight Ritual. Sorry, there should be a doom on the Acolyte. Sorry, the Initiate. Vincent is going to draw a Deduction level 2. That's pretty sick. Get a resource. Let me check his hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again. I think we get rid of the Grim Memoir. It's kind of too slow at this point for us. We have enough cards. So we have a total of 2 out of 10. Oh, actually, sorry. I could have done this. Oh, weird. I just realized a combo. I'll choose not to do it because it just seems cool. And let's go to encounter cards. Amina will draw Virtual Byakuya, furthest location from you. So it's either the school grounds or the biology lab. Hunter, when a Virtual Byakuya would move between 2 locations without investigators, switch those locations with each other instead. Oh, interesting. So we're going to put it on the school ground. Yeah, no, we're going to put it in the biology lab. Vincent is going to draw Remember Me, Hidden Peril. Fourth, at the end of the enemy phase, if the boogeyman is at your location or an adjacent location, search your discard pile for a weakness and draw it. Then discard this card. Then discard this card. Got it. So yeah, so that's just going to be in our hand forever now. Okay. So above or below? So we need to get a clue for sure. Where are we doing? Well, we can go to the library. Yeah. Any location. Whoa. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Arkham Initiate to search the top 3. Insight spell, that's a spell. Explosive Ward is actually a better spell, I think. And then this is wild. We're gonna Sin Eater. Oh my god, that's so weird. Whoa. We're gonna Sin Eater this Doom here and then ready the Arkham Initiate to use her again. Oh my god. That's kind of funny, actually. David, no, okay, so nothing to get, but that was still kind of cool. And we can get rid of that Doom for free now. Okay. So, we are going to then use the dowsing rod, and we are going to exhaust it and put a Doom on it to move when we initiate it here, and then we're going to investigate here. Number of adjacent locations, so 2. So we are currently 4 to 2. -1, we get a clue. And then our second action is going to be use the bottom version of the dowsing rod, 4 to 2. Zero. We get a clue. That discovers the last clue, so we remove 1 Doom from dowsing rod, which is what it says on the bottom. Cool. That's a cool card. All right, third action. Actually, well, first we're going to move. Well, we'll do that later. Well, yeah, third action, I think we actually move back up here. No, we don't, because we're going to move there. Oh, no matter what, the boogeyman is going to come for us. So actually, we should lead him away from Alma. That's the thing. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's Amina's turn. Vincent, you are going to spend 2 clues to swap classroom K2 with the cafeteria. And then you are going to try the tilde parlay. So we are currently 4-2. I think we commit this bone saw to go 7. Sorry, 6. 6-2. -1. All right, so we have spoken to Tilda. Reintegrated. You persuade the anxious girl that the monster's simple artificial intelligence can easily be outwitted and avoided. She observes that the boogeyman's movements and finally nods in agreement. You both watch as the tattered clown's head deflates like a balloon and its voice garbles into gibberish. The girl thanks you for your help. My name is Tilda. I'm in charge of the ship's digital mainframe and cybersecurity. I've had a headache for a while, but now I'm feeling much better. She carefully navigates around the boogeyman and exits the school building. Place a horror token on the boogeyman from the token pool. If there are 4 horror tokens on the boogeyman, it is defeated. Add this card to the victor display. That's how many there are on the boogeyman. So that was his first action. I then think, so she's going to move like that. So then we will go to second action to the cafeteria and investigate here, I think. Yeah, just 1 clue though. Yeah, next turn then we can swap the library and the entry hall. So we are 5-2. -2, we got a clue. Okay. Hunters. So I'm going to have the boogeyman move first, because hunters move, I believe, in an order of my choosing, or lead investigator's choosing at least. Hold on. I guess we don't have to do that, but it would be good. Yeah. Yeah. So we are going to have the boogeyman go to Amina, and then have Virtual Byakuya go to here. And that swaps these two. Wait, when Virtual Byakuya would move between 2 locations with investigators, switch those locations with each other instead. So it's like these, we're going to go like, bleh, and this thing comes along with it. Yeah. Okay, that's the enemy phase. Let's go to upkeep. Ready everything up. I just committed the bone saw. Right. Remember Me would have done something. Sorry. Also, Amina takes 2 horror, and we'll put a horror on the initiates and a horror on him. I think she needed to have taken a damage and a horror again from the Grim Future, so we'll do that now. And also test it, because we might as well. We're 3-all. Tablet. Okay, we failed that. Okay, that's not going to happen again anymore, so that's good. Okay, so now let's go to upkeep. Amina draws Psychosis and gets a resource. Whenever you take horror, take damage. Okay. Vincent's going to draw Emergency Aid and gains a resource. Checking hand size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think at this point we don't need another emergency aid. We have Archive of Conduits. Okay, a total of 3 out of 10 Doom is in play. Amina will draw another Grim Future. We'll give it to ourselves because that's not going to happen again. Actually, well, it will, but... Oh, so then I guess we'll give it to Vincent. Vincent's going to draw duplication. Okay, so we discard cards so we hit 2 virtual cards. Okay, virtual. That is virtual. 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 That is virtual. Okay, these are discarded. I think we also discard the virtual Byakuya and then have a 2/2 for 2. And this has a swarming card. It says any empty location, after this location is switched with the location, place a doom on it. Okay. Empty location, so that's here, here. So let's do here. And yeah. Okay. Okay. So, whew, this is tricky. I think we can do this really fast. If we move, parlay, parlay. Weird. Okay. Oh, that's risky. It's really risky. But it will be fine as long as Vincent does the swap. Okay. Whoa, this is really cool. Okay, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. So, Amina is going to move. Sorry, before that, we're going to Arcane Initiate, just because I think it's about to die. Ward is a spell. So is String of Curses. Oh, interesting. String of Curses can evade the virtual Byakuya. That's cool. Is that good enough, is the question. Maybe. It's a parlay. Move, parlay, parlay. Yeah, let's do it. So we'll take the String of Curses. The rest get shuffled. Oh. Well, anyway. Then she's going to move. She takes an attack of opportunity, taking 2 horror and a direct damage from psychosis. This thing engages. I actually think that the thing we do is play Power Word. That's the thing we do. That's fast. And then her second action is going to be to parlay to cower. It exhausts. It's still engaged with her, but it exhausts. And then the third action is to use David. So she is testing at a 3/2. And we need Fist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7/2. Now, we're going to keep one of these and commit the shriveling to go 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/2. -3. Whew, let's go. All right, so we succeed. So we look at the other side of David. Reintegrated. You calm down the boy hiding under the desk and manage to convince him that the boogeyman is no match for your combined strength and confidence. He stands up and yells towards the fiendish monstrosity. "We're not scared of you. You're just a clown." The abomination cries out in pain as its hypodermic claws shrink and morph into limp red gloves. The boy introduces himself as David. "I'm in charge of the engines and the main power. I've been feeling awfully sick lately, but thank goodness my stomach finally stopped hurting." You tell David to wait for you outside the school, and he quickly runs off. Same thing. Now we have 2. Okay, so that was Amina's turn. This is still engaged with us, so it'll be there. That's fine. Okay, Vincent, you are going to, first action, move. Then you're going to spend 2 clues from Amina and Vincent to swap these 2. And do we have any willpower commits? No. So we are testing 3/2, huh? So if we tank the boogeyman, then we die. We don't die, but it would be bad. It would be very bad. Because we could heal ourselves. Yeah, I think we're gonna Archive of Conduits. We're gonna draw a card and heal a damage. So we draw a card, end of the road, and heal a damage. That gives us an on the mend. We're gonna play on the road because it's the final agenda. Gain a resource. Draw a card. It's Inspiring Presence. And gain another action. So we have 2 actions left still. So now we're gonna do this. We're testing 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to 2. +1. Okay. So on the mend goes away. Inspiring Presence goes away, and we have successfully talked to Alma. With patience and care, you reassure Alma and persuade her to open her eyes and carefully scrutinize the simulated nightmare. Through her fingers, she finally notices the subtle discrepancies that can only be observed from specific angles, thus breaking the illusion of the dreadful monster. Without the sustenance of Alma's fear, the boogeyman's 1,000 yellow teeth fall out of its gaping maw and shatter across the ceramic floor. Thanks for helping us. I'm Alma, and I'm in charge of environmental controls on the ship. It's really cold. I need a jacket. The little girl strolls out of the school without fear. Okay, and then we have one more action because of end of the road, and I think I'd rather just take the damage from the glitch in the system. It's 2 damage. That's fine. Okay. Oh, actually, we could be very, very clever. So, hunter enemies, move. Move down. Then we're going to take this free trigger because there's a free trigger window after hunter enemies move and before they attack. So we're going to discard 3 cards from our hand. Runic Axe, Surgical Kits, and Emergency Aid. Disengage from each enemy engaged with you and move to any connecting location. Up here. Ooh, that's sick. That was sick. It is a foot test though, so we need to be very careful. And then enemies would attack, but this guy's not engaged anymore. And we're done. So, no weaknesses in our discard pile, right? Yeah. Let's go to upkeep. So this guy is gonna ready onto us. Amina will draw Word of Wheel. Interesting. Get a resource. Vincent will draw Inquiring Mind. Ooh, very nice. And get a resource. Okay. That Inquiring Mind might have actually won us the game. It would spawn the cyber virus, now that I'm just looking at it. Unless Amina can get a clue by herself. Oh, but but we don't have foot for that. Okay, so we do have the virtual Byakuya on us. The question is, do we kill it? We can with 2 actions. Then we could Dowsing Rod to the cafeteria and get a clue. Then if Vincent gets a clue, swaps, and then Inquiring Minds. Wow, that's an interesting play. I kind of want to try it. It might involve Vincent dying, but we can always just... Oh, we don't have the cards for that. Fuck it, let's try it. Okay. So, let us Explosive Ward. We're going to spend 2. We don't have anything that takes our arcane slots. So we deal 2 damage to the virtual Byakuya. That's 1 action. And then second action, we're going to Power Word. Parlay, and because we have Betray, deal 1 damage to any enemy at this enemy's location with an equal or lower fight value. So it has an equal fight value. So we're going to kill it. Stop punching yourself. So it dies. And then third action, we're going to Dowsing Rod. Exhaust Dowsing Rod, place the doom on it, and then move. And then we're investigating. We're going to investigate with +1 book. We're going to play Word of Wheel because we're performing a skill test on an asset with 1 or more doom on it, discard. And we're going to add our willpower to the skill value. And then if Word of Woe is in the discard pile, which it is, shovel it into my deck. God, this card is complicated. Okay, so we're currently investigating 3 + 1 is 4 + 3 is 7. 7 to 2. Seven to 2. Zero. We get a clue. We'll also Arcane Initiate, because why not? I don't actually know if there's any spells left. There will be. We have another power word. Okay. That's it. That is it. So here's the question. If we wait one more turn, we actually don't even need to swap. So the question is Vincent capable of killing the cyber virus by himself? The answer is probably no. Is the answer no? Deals 2 horror. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we need to investigate. We are 5 to 3. Skull is -2 because half of our memory is rounded down. Okay. Then we spend the clues to swap. And then that was fast. Then we test this. So we're going to commit this Inquiring Mind. We are 4 to 2. That's all we got. Actually, before we do, no, I need to be able to move, I think. Yeah, I need to be able to move in case we fail. Elder Sign, holy shit! Okay, well, we will heal the damage from nothing. We did it! Oh my god, I did not expect that. I honestly thought we were going to fail that. Holy shit. You catch up with the boy that is frantically running around and calm him down by convincing him that the boogeyman will never actually reach him, as it only means to scare him. When the nightmare stops dead in its tracks in front of you, the boy finally sighs in relief. Without the sustenance of the child's fear, the creature's wicked arms and legs shrink into a more comprehensible size. You can call me Will. I'm in charge of the ship's navigation systems and docking procedures. You tell him to wait for you outside, and he complies without hesitation. We put some victory display, and we did it! The boogeyman is dead with 4 horror on him. Nothing to fear. Without fear and terror of its victims' minds to prey on, the horrific digital monstrosity deflates like a balloon and dissipates into the simulation. Resolution 3. Whoa. Okay. Let me zoom in for y'all. Outside, the sun comes out, and it appears to be a beautiful spring day. Inside, the halls are clean and orderly, with brightly painted pictures on the walls. The children themselves, who at first appeared dirty and disheveled, now appear clean and neat in school uniforms. They are overjoyed that the boogeyman and all the bad people are finally gone. They understand that they can never return home and that their families are long dead. but that does not diminish their happiness, that there is no more boogeyman to scare them, and that they have a real teacher to take care of them again. The virtual dreamscape is now filled with happy, loving children. In your campaign log, record that you fully restored the sanity of K2PS187. An investigator may choose to add the K2PS187 100% functionality into their deck. It's not permanent asset. It's this thing. Cool. During an investigation phase, choose an investigator. The investigator gets an additional action during their turn, which may only be used to activate scan abilities. Limit once per round. Reaction after an investigator performs a scan, the investigator may draw a card or gain a resource. We'll give that to Vincent, I guess. If at least one copy of the Reminiscence is treachery, you bet there is. There's 2 copies. That's God. I've been getting... Yeah. So we add another tablet. How lovely. Oh, so lovely. Tablet. We earned victory X, and I think we got the 4 kids, so that's 4, 5, 6. So we have 6. Oh, 7 with school grounds. Very nice. And then we proceed to Interlude 1, mission briefing. Check campaign log. If you were transported to virtual dreamlands by Maya, no. Skip to mission briefing 2. The virtual dreamscape around you swirls into a flurry of ephemeral blue and dissipates away as you disconnect from the virtual dreamscape and stumble out of the all-too-familiar cryosleep chamber. K2PS187 is now fully cooperative and will help you in any way it can. The supercomputer starts by briefing you on the recent events that have unfolded on the Tatterdemalion. The crew of the Tatterdemalion was composed of worshippers of Hastur, one of the ancient ones that has descended upon Earth. The cultists recently undertook a mission to free Tassilda, daughter of Hastur, rumored to be imprisoned on an asteroid codenamed Fragment. The ship managed to rendezvous with Fragment and deployed several survey teams to search the caverns upon it. Before your current mind was implanted, you were one of these cultist explorers, destined to awake Tassilda. After a few weeks of survey, one of the teams retrieved a slab of alien hieroglyphs and ordered K2PS187 to begin a translation. Another team reported to have found the inner chambers where Tassilda resided and destroyed the imprisoning sigils. They were never heard from again. You and your fellow cultists swiftly withdrew from the asteroid before the Princess of Carcosa could awaken and attack the Tatterdemalion. Content that such were the risks that one took worshipping gods of pure chaos, you did not mourn your lost companions. The ship was set to return to the inner solar system. Your mission had been a success. You had finally freed Tassilda, the daughter of Hastur, who might soon be elevated by her father to become a new Ancient One. While most of the cultists entered cryosleep for the long journey home, K2PS187 was busy analyzing the alien runes. When the translation was complete, the computer learned of a story titled Heir to Carcosa. The knowledge caused it to go insane and slaughter all of the waking crew out of terror. The ship was left in turmoil, drifting without sense through space, until K2PS187 brought you back into this world from the archives in a final cry for help. You now understand what you must do. Although Earth is no longer the home it used to be, humanity still exists, spread out throughout the colonies in the solar system, living in fear and in isolation. If the being named Tassilda, heir to Carcosa, would be exalted by her father, there is no doubt that she will decide to reign over humanity's colonies with the madness of Carcosa. You must atone for your past sins and eliminate the entity before she can be elevated to godhood. Unfortunately, the last recorded positions of Fragment were among the data lost during the initial corruption. However, K2PS187 was able to retrieve a few leads from the ship's itinerary. You will need to traverse the solar system to locate the coordinates of the asteroid and prevent Tassilda's ascension. The investigators may choose to watch a simulated performance of the translated play. If you do so, read Heir to Carcosa. Proceed to the search for fragments. I'm going to choose not to because I don't want to give everything away in this campaign log. But if you want to, then you can play this for yourself. Yeah. Okay, search for fragment. Here we are. Don't look at this unless you want to. You can read it if you want to, but I've chosen not to. Aboard the Tatterdemalion, you and your companions seek the coordinates of the asteroid fragment to prevent the ascension of Tasilda, daughter of Hastur. Upon analyzing the remaining data aboard the ship, K2PS-187 has decided that, and you have decided on 3 traces that are worth investigating. However, time is of the essence. You may want to visit the destination you think will be the most valuable first. So we can choose one of these to go to. I'm going to choose Trace 1. The last destination of the Tatterdemalion before traveling to Fragment was a research laboratory on a stray asteroid named Elbrus. The specific facility was built to study and experiment with materials that exhibit quantum-like behavior. You aren't sure what the cultists were hoping to achieve there. Perhaps these scientists can steer you in the right direction. Alrighty, so that was that scenario. That went pretty well, actually. I think that the combination of Amina and Vincent being able to get clues obviously accelerated us really, really quickly. Yeah. So I think we did pretty well. So I'm going to go clean this up. So we can talk about upgrades. So both had another 7 experience to spend, which is pretty awesome. Amina is going to spend 4 of that experience to purchase El Rubash. Let's see if I can zoom in here. There we go. Sorry for shaking there. Elle seems pretty sick. She seems epic. Gonna be good. And then we are going to get rid of the two drawn to the flames for that. I think we have a clue compression going on, especially later on. So we'll be good with that. Last 2 experience, we're going to purchase a charisma so that you can have this and David out in play, or this and Arcanation out in play. I think it's going to be sick. Okay, as for Vincent, we're going to go for the Grey's Anatomy. Fun fact, I did not know that this wasn't a TV show until when this card was released, so thank you. Let's see how this works. We're going to need some teamwork in order to do this. Like, you know, Vincent and Amina need to be in the same location, obviously. But it's gonna be good. It has to be good, right? I mean, they ruled that Vincent can take this, so we gotta be able to take it. All right, we're gonna get rid of the Grim Memoir, 1 copy of Grim Memoir for that. And last 2 experience, we're gonna just upgrade a deduction. Pretty classic. Okay. Whew. So that was that scenario. That was pretty tense, but I think our clue compression, as I said, not compression, but just the amount of clue acceleration we've been getting for both these investigators has been super solid. Both being able to investigate is super, super good. So yeah, excited to do that, and excited to play the next one, which I think is called Lost Quantum. So if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. This has been SuperFang99, signing off.